Alright folks, welcome to another Battle of Warhammer with Bromance WarGaming. This is going to be a new battle we're going to be putting up. It's between my Lizardmen, this is Dallas talking, and Chris's Ogres. Chris, we rolled off and we got battleline, so it's regular Warhammer battle. So and you won deployment, so go ahead and tell everyone the terrain and then go through your deployment.
Sure, if I can remember terrain, we have a standard hill right here on top of me.
Okay.
We have the blazing bulwark right here. We have two mysterious forests, one over here and then one that Dallas has deployed in that we'll be rolling for. Behind his ancient stegodon you see a building, and over here, I have to read Matt's handwriting.
It's the Mistwreath Swamp, I believe?
Yes, Mistwreath Swamp. We have the Sorcerer's Portal over there by that stegodon.
Okay.
And starting on my deployment, from left to right, we have a Saber Tusk over here defending my backfield. We have a proxied Iron Blaster. He's in the mail and on the way. A Giant. We have two Morn Fangs. Standard Bearer. He's holding the great weapon there, just for proxying. Iron Fist Heavy Armor. I have 3 units of Noblars with a Musician. He's the blue shirt. 3 units of Ogres. This is a regular group of Ogres with Iron Fists, full command. My Butcher, level 1 Great Maw. Next to them, we have 5 Man-Eaters, pistols up front, great weapons in the back, General in the back, level 4 Beast, Slaughtermaster. Their special things are Swift Stride and Stubborn. Next to them, the Iron Guts, 5 Iron Guts, full command with the BSB, heavy armor, and that's a Gorger with that flag on him there. Over here we have 4 Lead Belchers with no command, and finally my last Saber Tusk protecting my backfield.
Okay, go ahead and tell what the 2 wizards, what spells you got for those.
The 2 wizards, my level 1 Butcher, he got his Bull Gorger from the Maul, and then my level 4 Beast, he got Curse of Anduin here, Weasand's Wild Form, Flock of Doom, and Transformation of Kadan. Okay,
and how do you feel about your deployment? Do you foresee any trouble, see anything that looks good?
Everything looks good. I've got my BSB and General closer together, giving out their buffs to everyone who's appropriate. I got a tighter formation, trying to play a lot closer than spread out. I've learned from past mistakes.
Gotcha. All right. I'll go through mine, and it'll go from this far side over here next to the Sorcerer's Portal. Got a regular stegodon. I'm playing a bit of a monster list here that I'm trying out. Then as you go panning over, got 10 Skink Skirmishers. I have 2 level 1 Skink Priests in there. Both of them have Ice Shard Blizzard. In front of them we have 20 Saurus Warriors with full command. And then over here in this swamp I have 20 more Saurus Warriors. Don't worry about those Temple Guard in the back. And they have a Standard Bearer and a Musician. Then we have 10 more Skink Skirmishers. Have a Ancient Stegodon there, which he has the blowpipes, of course, and the regular Stegodon has the giant bow. Have right here my Old Blood riding a Carnosaur.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've finally finished painting him.
Looks good.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Then we have my Charmander / Salamander with the extra handler. This here is going to be my Skink Chief riding an Ancient Stegodon. And then over here have my other Salamander with extra handler. The big thing I'm trying to figure out exactly how to deploy my monsters appropriately, because of course with the monster list they're a lot squishier than you would think, and I have to choose my matchups well, so I'm just trying to figure out exactly what to do. I am worried about that Iron Blaster. Those Iron Blasters are deadly to monsters, and I'm trying to either A, take it out, or B, stay away from it. And so that's it. We will pick
Dallas, let us know how your turn 1 went.
Okay. All right. Well, I moved everyone up and around.
There's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, my 2 command skinks here moved into the Iron Blaster. They took a few wounds off. He has 2 left, and during my magic phase, he dispelled one of my Ice Shard Blizzards. The other one went through irresistible, and so he's now Ice Shard Blizzarded. I'll just keep adding eds until I get there. However, on the irresistible, he became a level 0.
That guy there?
Yep. So
okay.
He's pretty much uses that for doing, channeling and all that other stuff, not much else. This is a fungal forest, and I've hardly ever done it, but I missed cold-blooded on an 8, so they just stumble forward a little bit. And then the rest of mine, I moved up a little. I took some shots over here at the lead belchers. I got 1 wound through on the lead belcher, and my other salamander didn't make the range on it. Other than that, like I say, I'm just kind of moving people up, getting into position. I put my monsters over here because I was worried about these guys.
Oh, the Mournfangs?
Yeah, I think they'd be the toughest matchup, them and the giant. Even though a couple nights ago we played and I was able to one-shot him, but I don't think that I'm not going to count to that luck. Other than that, it was kind of an uneventful thing. I'm still mainly focused on taking out that Iron Blaster so my monsters don't get completely destroyed. And just hoping to stay out of combat until I can get my charges off.
Alright. Well, Chris, we'll get back at the end of your turn 1. Alright, Chris, tell us how your turn 1 went.
Hey, turn 1's looking pretty good so far. I got the Mournfang into the SARS there, and was able to kill about 8 of them.
Yeah, you have severely depleted that unit.
I didn't take any wounds there.
That is pretty ridiculous.
Over here to the left, the giant chased away and caught up the scouts.
Oh, yeah?
There were ones that ran away.
Yes, there were ones. I also had the Saber-Tusk charge in to these scouts and win combat. That's why they're
Wow, I see that your peripheral rubbish did quite a number on his peripheral rubbish.
My Iron Blaster succumbed to Ice Shard Blizzard, and I did not get my shot off.
Okay, and you tried to shoot at, I assume that's Stegodon over there?
I did try to shoot at him.
Okay.
I shot off a couple of times at his... I had 22 shots.
That's pretty good on 4d6, right?
Yep, and then got 1 wound through.
Well, you know what? At least you got 1 wound through.
At least. I also got 1 wound with my Man-Eaters on his blowpipe guys there.
Okay.
And that's what my turn looked like. Everybody moved up a little bit.
All right. Well, Dallas, we're going to go ahead and go to your turn 2 and see what you can do to combat the might of the Ogre War Machine. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Mr. Dallas, how'd it go?
Well, as you can see, I'm petting the kitty.
So that's a good thing or a bad thing?
It's not looking too great for me, I think, but
okay.
We'll see. The main things that happened this turn was I had charged my Stegodon into his giant, and as you can see, the giant is hightailing it away.
Yeah, I see it didn't make that stubborn 10.
No, it did not. I did 1 wound on the impact hits, 1 wound with a wild form because of the Sorcerer's Portal skink, and he did a headbutt, so it did 1 wound back to me, and as you said, he did not make the stubborn, so he's running away, couldn't catch him, and he ran through my just reformed chameleon skinks. The other main combat was over here, where his Mournfangs took out 4 of my guys. I did 2 wounds. He beat me, but I finally started making some leadership tests over here.
It looks looking pretty grim for the Saurus over there.
Yeah, they are both getting tore up, as this one, again, could not make its stupidity check.
Right.
And because of his, what spell was it? The
Curse of Enderhear.
Curse of Enderhear. Had to make multiple dangerous terrain tests. I rolled horribly. Killed off, as you can tell, most of my Saurus.
Yes, 9 out of 20 or something like that. Yeah, that was pretty rough.
It's pretty crappy.
All right, so what's happening in the middle? Doesn't look like much is happening.
No, over here I'm kind of getting set up for what I'm trying to do, moving my people around. I did take out his Saber-Tusk between a 1 Salamander hitting and one of my Stegodons. And other than that, I took a couple of wounds off of his Ogres over there. But not too much, but I'm just kind of getting myself in a position to start hopefully wrecking house over on that side.
Right. All right, well, we'll get back to you after Chris's turn. What, 2?
Yep.
Bottom 2.
All right, excellent.
Not me.
All right, Chris. I thought it was Dallas's there. This is the end of your turn 2. Let's see what we got.
Okay, into turn 2, I was able to charge and destroy his last scouts over there.
Right.
Also able to charge in with the ogres and destroy his SARs over here. After running his Stegodon off the board, he fled too far.
Oh yeah, I see that there's no Stegodon over there
Yeah, you
anymore.
rolled a 12.
Yep. Also got the ogres into the Mistwreath Marsh. And
That's not going to be good.
Nope, that took a dangerous train and failed. I'm worried about the initiative fail coming up soon.
You should be. Answer me this question. That giant, is he still fleeing? Because he's facing exactly the same direction.
No, that giant is not fleeing. He did rally. It is his goal to come around here.
Okay.
That's his
all right,
that's
over
where
here.
the monsters are. Noblars are all moving into position, hopefully to intercept some charges. Destroyed some of these blowpipe dudes. Made them take a test. They passed. I have the Blazing Bulwark fortified by my lead belchers, who forgot to shoot. Shame on me. And my man-eaters with my general are getting into position to receive whatever entourage is happening over here. Looking forward to seeing these SARs fail another doodad and to fall to their deaths
Chris,
evermore.
one last thing before the end of your turn. What are the blue dinosaurs called that carry spears?
Skinks?
No, the ones that are carrying spears.
SARs.
Okay. I'm going to need you to pronounce the saurus because you still are saying SARS, like the disease.
Thanks.
I'm just wanting to point that out so that nobody that watches us will ever think that we don't correct each other like jerks. All right, Dallas, we'll come back at the end of your 3.
Yeah.
Dallas, let me know how turn 3 happened.
Well, turn 3 had a lot of bad luck go my way.
Yeah, I saw that, but
Yeah.
tell us about it.
Okay. So my SARs were able to actually make their stupidity test this time.
Wow.
Yeah, but they still had to make dangerous terrain and lost some more units as they charged into the trappers that were here.
Yes.
They had to make some more dangerous terrain, which they are horrible at. Lost some more, 4 I think. So as you can see, they are severely depleted. But they won the combat. They took out 9 of the little trappers.
Right.
And so they overran to here. And I'm looking at using them possibly to either hold up the giant or turn around to get in a back charge somehow. The other main thing is that over here we had his BSB unit right here.
Yes, I don't see it anymore.
Right, because I first charged it with my general, and it fled.
Okay.
I redirected into the iron belchers here.
Okay.
This ancient Stegodon also charged it since it's fleeing, and I was looking to make it run off the table. It did not on that one, but I redirected also into the iron belchers.
Okay.
These skink skirmishers here also were able to get a charge in, which then did run the unit completely off the table, which was bueno. And I decided not to try to redirect them, thinking that they might go over here and hold up some people here. And as you can see, as I also had my skink chief going into there, so I was looking at wrecking those guys since I wasn't getting any impact hits because they were protected by the bulwark.
Somehow.
Yeah. So, when all is said and done, only my ancient Stegodon rolled to get it. They needed a 5, they rolled like a 3. They needed I think a 4, and they rolled snakes. So it completely messed up what I was looking to do over here. So, in addition, I was looking at bringing my salamanders over to this side much closer to get pot shots at these guys to make them run off.
Those Noblars there?
Those Noblars, and that didn't happen as I could only get one guy around, and he wasn't able to make the shot. During magic phase, I tried to Ice Star Blizzard them, and he dispelled it. Also, because the Sorcerer's Portal, these are got Speed of Light, and still have Wild Form from the previous turn. So, the other combat that did happen, and I should have discussed it back here, was when my Ancient Stegodon ran into the Iron Belchers. He did no wounds, I did 2, and he was able to hold from his general's leadership. So, I won. I was hoping to completely obliterate them with all my charges, but that didn't happen. But I think I'm in a decent position to possibly next turn get some more charges. I'm not really in any danger from any of his units at the moment, so I'm looking all right. And we'll just see. Hopefully I can take those Iron Belchers out.
All right, well, we'll get back at the bottom of Chris's turn. General, tell us about your turn 4?
That's the bottom of 3.
3.
Yep. Things are getting scattered out, which makes me very, very nervous as a player, and really relying on Ogre staying close. That isn't working very well for me right now. Over here, I did get out of the Mistwreath Marsh.
That's good.
I have currently Speed of Light on me in Weeson's Wild Form. My Mournfangs are hoping to chase these little guys all around the table. That sounds super mega fun. I was able to turn my Iron Blaster around over here, but I overshot, and so I got a big 10 when I really only wanted an 8 or less. Giant turned around to face the Sauruses, and my Man-Eaters are positioning themselves really in a panicky sort of mode. I'm not really sure what I'll do when these other guys, when they try to charge me. The Saber Tusk is coming around over here to sniff out what's going on, and I got 2 wounds off of the Skinks riding atop the dinosaur. He got 2 wounds on my last Lead Belcher, and I have 2 left. We tied, and that's where we are. Minimal casualties, top of 4.
All right, Dallas, we're going to see what you do with all of this stuff over here.
Hopefully something finally.
Yep, at the top of 4. Dallas, why don't you tell us how your turn 4 went?
I will certainly do it. Of course, this combat over here with my Stegodon into the Iron Belchers, I finally won that one. Overran it. Went that way. I originally charged the Skink Chief into a group of Noblars here, and I was going to charge them into the Iron Belchers as well to try to help take those out. But because of the positioning, I had no way to get in.
Gotcha.
So I had to fail charge that one.
All right. Let's see what happened with the Noblars.
The Skink Chief completely obliterated the Noblars, took all the way to the Stomps at the end, but finally did it, and then overran into this unit, so that'll be nice, some impact hits next turn. I moved these Skink Skirmishers that were here around up this way to get out of charge from him. He tried to Hellheart me, but he rolled a 2, so it didn't happen. He's a little sad, he's shaking his head and looking down in shame. I moved my Salamanders around. Unfortunately, this one wasn't able to really get a good shot. I was hoping to get both Noblars, but I forgot that the combat was there, so I couldn't make that one. So I shot at them. I think I got 1 wound through, and then he tried to shoot this way and overshot and missed everybody. Over here, I moved these guys up to take the charge from the giant and hopefully maybe send them off in this direction to keep him out of harm's way for me. I'm just gonna pretty much feeling they're gonna be expendable.
Right.
Right now, I'm still feeling pretty good. I've got my main killie units, which my monster's still up, except for my 1 Stegodon. And so I'm looking pretty good. I was able to rally these skinks that were running off. So they're going to be back in it next turn. And really, it went well. The combats went well for me. I just did not get I made some dumb moves with that charge, which I need to just kind of look it through a lot better when I'm making them. And with the Salamander here, I wasn't able to make the shot that I was hoping, which was to take these out and possibly make them flee.
All right.
So just some things I just need to look at everything better before acting. But that's why we're having the game and we're having fun.
That's right. And we'll get back to you with Chris at the end of his turn 4.
Okay, guys, we're actually having to finish the game a little prematurely because I have to go. The game is still hot. It's still really either guy's game. I'm moving back into position. I caused him some rather expensive casualties, but he's still in motion. A lot of his plans are still in motion, and a lot of my plans have yet to come to fruition. I did some charging. I charged and caught a salamander who was fleeing. I did a bounce charge here between the Mournfang and the Noblars and caught a Salamander. His wizards and these skinks are running away currently. Maybe I could have caught them with the Mournfang later. Really gauging the Mournfang to charge into this guy should turn 5 be plausible. Killed his Skink Priest riding the... Skink Chief, excuse me. His BSB riding the Stegodon and all of his little buddies with him. So this is just a raging dinosaur with hatred and frenzy. Shot at this Salamander, got another handler off. I didn't get to shoot him as well. Still learning that cannon, my first time using him. Sabertusk hanging out there. The Giant knocked down the rest of the Sauruses. The Ogres were over here trying to find their way back into battle after chasing something completely off the table over there.
They're going through the stupid forest. They ain't coming out.
That's right. They are going to fail that stupid test and be dumb, and that's what's up. Right now, we did the math. I'm ahead by 150 some odd points. We're not really going to claim a winner since it's so close, but we are going to end it at turn 4 since I have to take off. And so, Dallas, it was fun.
Excellent game.
Looking forward to playing you again this weekend.
All right, Dallas,
Yes.
let me know some quick thoughts. What do you think?
Well, I think I was doing okay with setting up the charges with my dinosaurs over here. It just kind of bad, poor rolling didn't happen for me. I think I was still if we had kept going, was in good shape because I was going to bring them around into here, and they was going to do a lot of attacks, a lot of wounds because he has the Piranha Blade, and of course the Carnosaur with his Ultimate Predator. That's a lot of wounds and should get a lot of models out. I was possibly just to add extra in case it went to the combat res, was possibly going to charge here because I didn't really have a whole lot except to try to shoot those guys or possibly block here. And then I was going to wield the Stegodon around. I think a lot of poor judgment on my part cost me a lot. Not seeing everything that I was going to do in the turn really cost me with some of my charges, with some of my shots. But otherwise, I think I was okay with how I used my monsters. Still figuring that out and how to get the matchup. But I think I did a little better than my last game, which we didn't tape.
Right. Chris, you got any thoughts for us while you're packing up?
Yeah, I started off the game with good decisions. I had him in a good spot. He then brought everybody around over here, which put me in a panic. My plan of staying focused in the middle and driving him back that way was all of a sudden compromised. I reacted poorly. I made some facing decisions that were questionable at best. Had some other things work out for me, like bringing the Mournfangs around here was a really good idea. And I think them being there was going to work in my favor should subsequent turns have taken place. Really, it's anybody's game. He made a lot of good decisions with this heavy movement here. I am finally bringing things back around over here and becoming a threat again. That's how I feel. Anytime he gets all these monsters together with this guy and the Carnosaur, his general and the Carnosaur, and these two Stegodons, they were riding together, man, and it was really, really horrifying. I didn't really know what the Ogres were going to do about it. So I responded poorly, and here we are at the end. Not really know what was going to happen, but hopefully the next time I play Dallas, I can get my act together. Dallas has beaten me every time so far, and we're going to call this one a draw.
All right, sounds good. Well, this has been a production of Bromance Gaming, and we hope everybody had a good time watching. And next time, hopefully, we'll have all 6 turns. Have a good night.